Is ending your marriage the biggest regret of your life, or is it the healthiest decision of your life? Hi, I'm Shilpa.
Hi, I'm Shailaja.
Welcome to our sixth podcast where we are talking about a topic which a lot of people shy talking about and are not very comfortable talking about. And the topic for today's podcast is
Divorce is normal. So, Shilpa, this is a very emotional topic, actually. And somewhere I think people are not comfortable talking about it because of uh, so many emotions that are involved, so many relationships that are involved. Because if you're choosing to separate from someone, you're choosing to separate from their families, you're choosing to separate from that person's parents, right? And if there are children involved, then it's like a whole different discussion.
absolutely. I completely agree.
Yeah. For me, like when I was growing up, like I can think of, when I was growing up, this word was not even something that was used in our day-to-day conversation, or even in any conversation.
Hmm.
And now when I think about this, now when I look at people, now when I look at uh, couples, when I look at, because I worked so much in that space, I
Hmm.
understand where it's coming from. I understand what are the emotions that people are going through, and why is it important for them to take such a step. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think when I think of a perspective, uh, I think it should be considered very normal. Like, we've talked about marriages in our last episode, and today we're talking about separation or divorce.
Yeah.
So, how marriage is not about your entire life,
Yeah.
a part of your life, your relationships are part of your life.
Yeah.
Same way, divorce should just be considered as a part of your life and not your whole life. But the sad part is because of the society's intervention, log kya kahenge, and all those nonsense stuff that goes around, a lot of people are not very comfortable to speak about it, to speak about their situation. And worst of it, it's make very difficult for them to come out of their situation
Yeah.
because what's happening, this person might think something about me, that person might come and say something which I don't want to hear. Already I'm going through so much in my life that I don't have that capacity to listen more. So a
Yeah.
lot of people even hide what's going inside, and that makes healing very difficult.
Yeah, yeah. People are not open and upfront to talk about how are things going, right? Or even to seek help from a professional. They're not even going into that space because I think somewhere it's seen as a taboo, right?
Yeah.
It is like, divorce is equal to failure somewhere, right? Um, if you've not been able to manage your relationship, your marriage, if you're not consistent, you're not able to manage it, that means you're considered a failure. I think that is the thought process that is that has been going out in the society, and I think even people around you, they, if someone is thinking of separating, even the friends and family members and people would say, why can't you just adjust?
Yeah. Yeah.
And adjustment and sacrifices, definitely there are a lot of changes that you do, but I think those things you do out of love,
Absolutely.
right? And that time it doesn't even seem like an adjustment. But if
Absolutely.
forced, then what happens to your, what happens to you as a person.
I think, you've raised this point of adjustments, but, again, it depends till what level you are ready to adjust. We talk about relationships, and relationships, there are negotiables and non-negotiable. What are my negotiables and what are my non-negotiable? Let's say, if I am somebody, of course, we all understand relationships is about adjustments. It's about, letting go of your little bit of yourself and, allowing the other person to fit in.
Yeah.
But when I talk about non-negotiable, it can be, I can't allow a person to just hit me, no matter he's my partner. I
Yeah.
cannot allow a person to abuse me. I
Yeah.
cannot allow that the person is just sitting and doing nothing, is not contributing, is not, is not emotionally attached. I cannot probably allow that the person is cheating while being in a relationship. These are certain probably non-negotiables for me. It
Yeah.
might be very different for you, for instance, and if these things are something which I cannot take, then of course there's no point just dragging the relationship, because at the end, even if I'm taking all of it, it's going to drain me. It's going to bring my energy from this level to, you know, maybe at the ground level, because now what I'm doing, I'm just adjusting, I'm adjusting, and that adjustment is only sucking my energy.
Yeah.
And when something is sucking your energy, you are like totally blown out of proportion. There's nothing that can bring you happiness. And what you can give from a space where you're not happy, you can only give unhappiness to the other person.
Yeah. Yeah. So it any which ways is a space where it's actually a no win-win. Na? There's no win-win
Absolutely.
because your energy is drained, and if you are not in that space to give, what are you bringing on the table? What are you bringing to the relationship? Right. But how do we deal with society? Like,
Yeah. So that's a very interesting question. You just raised up. How do we deal with the society? But I think one thing from life, I've experienced and I've known that people, any which are society, if I talk about society at large, they're just there to, have fun or do gossip around you. People who really matter and who really can help you come out of your situation are your probably close friends or your family members. And
yeah.
at times, even they are not there for you. But what should really matter, I think, in this case, when you are seeking a separation and you inside of your heart and soul know, I have given my 100%. Now that's it. Now I can't even bear this much of my relationship.
Hmm.
Nobody close to you can even feel what you're going through, whether it's your own parents, whether it's your siblings, whether it's your closest friends. Nobody can feel your pain till the level you have felt your pain.
Exactly.
So, if you have come to that realization, yes, it's not working for me. Second, I have given my 100% till the capacity I had. And now I can't deal with these non negotiables. I cannot allow the other person to, come and sit over me and do things which I as a soul can't take. That's when is the right time. Society, any which ways, is just there to make have fun in your pain. I mean, most of us enjoy pain of other people. 95% of the people enjoy other people pain. So if
Yeah.
you think that's your zone now, where you think you've given your all and you can't deal with it, I think that's your personal decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
So
you think that that's the right time, then
mm,
you just walk out of it.
yeah. So it's I know it's easier said than done. When you're walking out of a relationship, there's just so many implications. Like, what about your finances? Okay, where will you stay? Right? What about your future? What about your child's future if there is a child involved? Right?
Yeah.
Um, do you have a career? Because of the family, because of all the sacrifices and adjustments that you've made, there has been maybe a break in your career for 5 years,
True.
5 years, 10 years,
Absolutely.
and that's a very tough decision. It's a very tough decision to take. That then obviously you start weighing the pros and cons, and in that weighing you actually put yourself last.
Absolutely. In fact, a lot of people, they are stuck in a toxic marriage because of what you've just mentioned. Because I'm financially dependent on my spouse or I have children. I want to give them a life where, they can just live a decent life where they have both parents. But, coming from a perspective of the space that I work in, I have realized, Shailaja, that, uh, a lot of people, especially when a child is involved, they think that if in the parents there's no good relationship, but they're just sticking together because of the child. Trust me, the psychology of the child will be hampered the most when the
Yeah.
child grows up, because he has never seen a good relationship between his or her parents. He will always be scared to enter a marriage, or he will always fear a relationship. Or
Yeah.
if he or she is in a relationship, in most circumstances, because he's never seen a good relationship between the parents, the
Yeah.
child will always have a relationship where he or she is suffering.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
ideal way here is never ever take a decision that you just want to be together because of the child. If you can, because the child will learn energetically also, and from your actions and reactions, he will learn what you are bringing to the table.
Yeah.
So if you really want to make your child empowered, and if you are somebody, I mean, I've had cases where I've spoken to people where the mother was hit by the husband so many times. But if you want to make the child feel empowered, walk out of the relationship. What you're actually teaching your child in that situation is that whenever something wrong is done to you, you have the capacity to take a decision for yourself. You're choosing yourself first. And
Mm.
now the child, when he or she grows up, they become the most empowered version of themselves. But when a child, sees the mother is being hit every time or the father is being humiliated every time, he will grow up in the same exact circumstances, becoming the same individual.
Right.
And his or her life will be totally screwed. So never ever take that decision for a child. If Be with your partner only if you feel love for that person and respect that person.
Right, right. If you feel love for that person, respect, and also if you're receiving the same
Of course.
respect and
It's always a two-way thing. One person cannot make the relationship last. I might think, okay, I'll make this marriage last, but kab tak? If there is the other person who's not doing anything, is not contributing anything, the relationship will definitely come to an end.
yeah, yeah,
Again, when it comes to finances, you know, आपको ये देखना है short term pain in comparison to the big term gain.
yeah,
Short term pain might be there, and definitely it will be there 100%. Even if you choose to walk out of a marriage or you're thrown out of the marriage, pain will always be there. But what you really need to see here is कि वो short term ज़्यादा better है या long term जो उसका benefit होगा वो. Lot of people are stuck because वो short term pain से बाहर निकलना ही नहीं चाहते. They are
yeah,
so stuck with their everyday life. I personally believe if God has put you in here, he will definitely put you out of this situation because he can see the bigger picture.
yeah. I actually I think this phrase will work in this space where it's either what do you choose? You choose pain of growth or
Yeah.
suffering of comfort.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about yesterday.
Yesterday, right? So
Yeah.
this is a comfortable space where your finances are taken care of, you have a home to live and everything, but you are suffering from inside, right? And if you want to grow, if you want to empower yourself, if you want to take that decision, then there is pain. But
Yeah,
that pain is that pain of growth.
true.
So Shilpa, again, coming back to this whole support system that we're talking about, we spoke about society and how society is. But family.
Hmm.
Like I was watching this movie Dil Dhadakne Do again. I mean, it's a movie which I like, and I was just watching, and Priyanka has portrayed her character so beautifully, where she just makes that statement, कि अगर कुछ difficult करने का try कर, मतलब if I'm going through something difficult and if जो मुश्किल है अगर वो कर रही हो, so don't you think that my family should support me?
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
So families, families are the ones that we actually look up to. Families are the ones who are there for us. I mean, the reason why it's called a family is because you support and you love each other. And
true.
family is the first person that you approach when you're thinking of a divorce. You actually start talking to your parents. You talk to your mother. If you have a close sister or a brother, you talk to them. And that is when they say that, you know what, don't expect us to support you in this.
True.
That's a sad space, especially, I mean, again, arranged love, all these things are there, but that's a very sad space because in the enjoyment, in sickness and in health. So in the enjoyment, the family is there when you're getting married and everything. But when you're separating, then the family is kind of not there for you.
Hmm.
That's so tough, right?
Yeah, I mean, recently, I was working with a client where she had a similar issue. There was no support from the family because, again, they don't emotionally understand you. And I raised that point earlier in our conversation today that, it's your pain. Nobody outside of you, whether it's your siblings, your parents, your friends, nobody will equally understand the pain that you are going through. So,
No.
you need to come to an acceptance, and only once you come to that acceptance, yes, this is my reality, you will be able to face the world with, looking them into the eye. A lot of time people shy looking back to the world or come back. It takes time for them to come back to life because they feel, like you said, they have done some very big mistake. But
Hmm.
it's just a part of your life.
Yeah.
And one thing I have realized from my journey over the years is failure leads to growth. A person who's not failing, can never grow in life. And I'm sure if you have come to a situation where you've ended a relationship, ended a marriage, it's because there's something greater waiting for you, a bigger lesson probably. And
Yeah.
if you come to that acceptance that yes, there is a life beyond this,
Mhm.
my social status, my marital status, it does not define the person I am today,
Mhm.
then you can actually easily cope up with the situation. Of course, it takes time because the pain is genuine, the emotion is genuine, the feelings that you're going through every single day is genuine.
Yeah.
And here I always recommend people that taking support from a person like a therapist, a counselor is really important because they are the people who are neutral. They're not biased towards you. And second, they know how to deal with such situations. They can really help you because at a lot of times it becomes very difficult to come out of the situation alone. Because, like you said, the families might not be supportive, the friends might not be supportive. There's a lot of criticism from the society. And then what happens? It directly impacts your self worth, it directly impacts your self esteem. A
Yeah.
lot of people fall into depression after such things happen to them,
Yeah.
because there is not acceptance anywhere, and we as human want that acceptance, that need that we're taken care of. But if you're not taken care of by the people who there in your life, trust me, people like counselors, therapists, healers, they are the right people to go to, and they always help. And if you go to the right people, you will definitely come out much stronger than you can actually think of.
Yeah. Very true. So taking that step, taking that decision, and then, like the whole pain of growth, I come back to that, like, taking that decision and telling yourself that, okay, you know what? If I am still in this relationship, it is still draining my energy, right? But if I choose to do something different, if I choose to walk out of it, I need to empower myself, right? I need to work, I need to earn that money, I need to take care of myself. That is also going to be difficult, but it will be a better difficult because it's going to take you to a better future.
True.
And the moment you, like, when you're not well and you remove that part, suppose you've gotten hurt and you remove that part, or something is not good in the body and through surgery it is removed, right? If you don't remove it, then it spreads, it just spreads everywhere.
And also in the beginning, when that wound is there, it's gonna hurt. So
Mhm.
when a relationship is coming to an end, it will definitely hurt. You cannot avoid that pain, but you can definitely come out of that pain. Where a lot of people think, they'll always be stuck and they can't foresee a better future, and hence, they remain in that situation a lot of time because of society, because of family pressure, because of children, because of finances, and a lot of times because of other such factors contributing.
Yeah, very true. So yes, divorce is normal. Yes. um, I think what everyone, like all partners or couples, what they need to see is, what are the non-negotiable things for them.
Absolutely.
I think it keeps it very simple, it keeps it very clean, and there is a lot of respect for each other. So if you are having those non-negotiables, and for every couple it's different, for every human being it's different.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
certain things which is just not accepted.
Absolutely.
And I can remember these code of honors which I had attended a lot of workshops, and most of the trainers, they actually said that, have a code of honor with your partner, right?
Absolutely. Well, actually, coming to that point, that make that code of honor with your partner, discuss what's common between the two of you,
Yeah.
until how far you can go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's where your non-negotiable is something that can be defined.
Yeah.
And I think that's how you can think of how the relationship is, where is it going, and what is it that you need to take, because it can be normalized, it can be normalized because it's definitely a part of your life.
Hmm.
He said, you grew up, you went to school, you studied, you had education, you had a marriage, you had children, right? All these things are a part of our life. So why is it that we think so strongly about this word? Why isn't it something which, if two people are not happy, why can't they look at a brighter future? Why can't they have a happier future? Maybe with someone else, maybe alone, maybe with children. We don't know, maybe with dogs. We
And
don't.
Shailaja, would you agree to the fact? I'm sure, if you look from your life's perspective, maybe you might have failed at certain situations in your life, maybe in school, in some subject, you might have not scored well, or anywhere in your life, in any circumstances. I'm sure when you revisited that, you came out much stronger.
100%.
But then every time it happens without default. So,
Yeah.
if you are coming out of a relationship which is not going to work for you, and you take a decision only for yourself, trust me, you will come out as a much, much, much stronger version of who you are. You'll
Yeah.
be more empowered as a soul. Maybe you don't see that today, but it definitely is happening because you've taken the toughest decision of your life and now you're working on yourself like the way you've never worked. And
Yeah.
from that space, if you start creating your life, you'll be unstoppable.
Completely unstoppable. We're very resilient.
Yeah.
So what is the choice, right? What is it that you choose for yourself, right? That's what is most important.
So, you need to, I think, choose yourself first
Yeah.
before, you don't have to be in a toxic relationships. Like, I think last to last podcast, which we did was that marriages are not forever. If you want to make them forever, you have to do work on it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
also realize that, yes, if something is over, it's just a part of your life. It's just a chapter from the whole book that you were reading.
Yeah.
It's not the entire book.
Yeah. One of my this is many years back, way back in I think 2007, 8. Yeah. One of my friend's mother, very beautifully, she was a coach, and she is a coach, and she told me that Shailaja, everyone comes into this onto this earth, and they have a syllabus.
Hmm.
Just see that they are just following their own syllabus.
Yeah.
So this is so that way it will be very easy for you to forgive people.
Yeah.
It will be very easy for you to love people. It will be very easy for you to let go of people, right? Because they have come, they played their part, and they went away.
True.
And
True.
it's so beautiful, and that just stuck in my head that हर इंसान का एक syllabus होता है, वो आते हैं, they play
And
their
yours
part.
can be very different from mine. So, I need to follow my syllabus and you need to, we can't merge everybody's syllabus ki sabka same hona chahiye.
And this is where I think I reach out to the society and tell them that it is their life, they are playing their syllabus.
True.
हम कोई नहीं है उनको जज करने के लिए, या हम कोई नहीं है ये वर्ड को एक टैबू बनाने के लिए, या हम कोई नहीं है इस चीज को इतना ब्लो अप करने के लिए.
Absolutely. And I think to wind up, what comes to my mind is agar self-acceptance ho, if you accept yourself where you are, then the words of others, it doesn't affect that much, whether it's society, whether it's family, because you've accepted your situation.
That whole conviction that you spoke about.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, the conviction thing. If you obviously it takes time. You can't accept your situation on day one because again we said there are so many factors contributing and making you feel weak and making and looking at you as if you've done some biggest crime of your life. But
Yeah.
then if you accept yourself, yes, this is my reality. And whatever has happened, whether it was in my hands or it wasn't in my hands, I accept myself fully. When you accept yourself fully, you are giving love to the person who deserves the maximum love, and that's you.
Yeah.
So, Shailaja, to wind up, what's your last message to the people, who would be watching this podcast?
So the message would be that it's your life, right? It's your well-being. So take the decision that is best for you, and everything else will fall into place.
Beautiful. And embrace yourself. There
Yeah.
is always the sun shines after a gloomy day. So, you always have to remember that there's a very famous quote ki har raat ke baad subah hoti hai. So every darkness will definitely lead to a brighter day. So if there's something wrong happen, don't be stuck into that situation thinking of the short-term gain that you're getting.
Yeah.
Always look at the bigger picture. कि
Yeah.
अभी अगर ये चीज हो गया है, what can be the better thing that can happen maybe 5 years down the line or 3 years down the line. and
Yeah.
that will give you the motivation to make the right decision for yourself.
Yeah.
So thank you for, watching this podcast till the end. And if you have something that you would want to share with respect to your situation, what you might have gone through, or what helped you become a bigger and a greater version of you when you took this decision of separating. So we would love to hear from you guys in the comments so that other people can learn and benefit out of it.
Yes, please do share and comment and let us know your experiences. Let us know your viewpoints. Let us know if you are in a similar situation. How is it that you're managing?
Yes. So
Uh,
we would love to know from you, from your perspective, is divorce normal for you? And also, we would like you guys to subscribe to our channel if you haven't still subscribed.
yes.
So we'll
Thank
see you guys next Thursday, same time. Thank you, everyone.